Snowflakes. INFPs are crybabies. I guess these are the common stereotypes we always hear about INFPs. At some point, I agree that we are soft and sensitive. I won't deny that. INFPs do shed a tear on many circumstances. When we're under overwhelming joy, or watching tearjerker movies, or by simply listening to inspiring testimonies. But what's unknown to the masses is that INFPs keep their real problems private. They carry burdens within themselves, and no one will know unless the INFP has already gone through it. INFPs can be vocal about their disappointment, like how they stand up for someone bullied, or lashing out their piled-up anger against insensitive people. But in this video, let's see what hurt an INFP but will bottle up within themselves. Here are 6 things that hurt an INFP but people won't see them crying over. When people devalue what INFP cares about. INFPs don't carelessly show their creative works to the world. It takes months, or even years, of finding the courage to let other people take a glimpse. But once an INFP decides to show it to you, it means they trust you and hope you'd appreciate it. To be more precise, they are exposing their truest selves and deepest thoughts through these pieces of personal projects. I remember when a few of my friends grabbed my notebook containing my drafts. I know it was a joke, but I literally wrestled at most of my stamina just to take it back. INFPs can be that private towards their personal projects. Thus, when someone brushes them off, it leaves a hole in an INFP's heart. Moreover, they remember those who cared and those who didn't. Regrets. What do INFPs regret? Unfinished artwork? A missed opportunity? It could be. However, one of the worst regrets an INFP can have is when they can't make things right with someone they wronged. In other words, guilt is deep torment for an INFP. They may regret not giving that last hug to a friend or turning down their loved one's last request. If they can bring back the time, they wish they could have been kinder, more patient, or more compassionate. Guilt lasts a long time for an INFP. It's cringy. They feel pathetic for acting ungrateful. It's nice if you still have the chance to make things right. But for an INFP who can't amend their mistakes, maybe because the person they wronged is neither nearby nor exists, it might mean they will continually carry the pain. Their hurt remains within themselves. Criticisms. For an INFP, criticisms are gigantic boulders on the chest. They know they've done their best, poured their hearts, and felt authentic about every corner of the work. But one single criticism can shatter the months-long efforts of an INFP. It's an attack on perfectionism. It's a villain's trump card against an INFP. INFPs, when hurt with criticisms, tend to doubt themselves and lose interest. Anxiety cripples and their self-confidence takes a massive blow. But they won't let anyone know how affected they are. The decreased self-esteem and distrust will be kept only to themselves. 4. When their emotions are not taken seriously. I once flipped against a friend's insensitivity, but instead of apologizing, he had the guts to brush me off and say, "Come on, I'll buy you food." Those 6 words blew my fuse. It's a direct disrespect and a stomp on our integrity. What people don't understand is that INFPs uphold morals and values more than food, gifts, or money. It strikes a raw nerve when people bribe INFPs as a form of apology. You don't invalidate a person's feelings and assume they're just hungry. Instead of gifts, we prefer a sincere apology, an ear willing to listen, and a reasonable solution to the persisting problem. Feelings of uselessness. The feeling of uselessness grows in INFPs. When no one trusts their intellect, advice, and actions, an INFP starts to create a cloud of negative self-representation. When they feel useless, everything around them, the organization, job, or daily chores, starts to suck the life out of them. Self-doubt paralyzes INFP. The feeling of uselessness or not being heard hurts an INFP deeply, to a point where their low perception of themselves translates to clumsiness, unwillingness, and unproductivity. It's hard to live by when you're not making an impact. Truly, such reality is excruciating for an INFP. Betrayal. What hurts an INFP is betrayal from a trusted friend. Loyalty covers a huge portion for the INFP personality. I once told a confidential story to a trusted friend, and for once, I felt heard and understood. But by the time I was ready to share it with the others, I was surprised they already know what I have gone through. "I told them," my friend beamed. I laughed to hide my disappointment, but deep within, it was piercing. INFPs loathe it when people expose stories about them without their consent. Although it was a minor detail, an INFP will raise brows and feel hurt once a story they entrusted to a person breaks out. Deep within, you just chipped an INFP's glass-like sensitive trust. The take-home. At times, people think we're snowflakes who need to be watched over, tended, and taken care of. Indeed, we cry over simple things. We shed tears over gestures of kindness, animal videos, unexpected gifts, and stories of self-sacrifice. But what people don't know, these emotions, both happiness and grief, have dwelled long enough within us. We've grown accustomed to it. That said, when an INFP matures, most of them know how to deal with the rollercoaster emotions of life. Certainly, INFPs who have gone through grim challenges learn to sort out their feelings. INFPs may be snowflakes on the outside, but little do people know how capable we are of fixing ourselves and healing the pain. It was asked in a forum, if INFPs are healers, who heal INFPs? Indeed, INFPs heal themselves. That's it for this video. Please feel free to share your experiences in the comments below. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to never miss future uploads. And I see you in the next video for a happier, healthier mind.